Hello everyone, let me know if you're on. I have not been on here for a little while, so please let me know if you're watching me live. Just drop me a comment to let me know if you're here so I can actually see. I can't see the comments yet, so just let me know if you're watching me live. Let me know if you are on. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time to load on my end, so let me know if you can see me. But I should start seeing comments soon. So just say hello if you're here. I can't actually see any comments at the minute for some odd reason. Hopefully they will pop up soon. So get commenting in the comment box wherever that is, and just let me know if you are here. And as soon as it pops up, I will say hello to you. I can't see it yet, unfortunately. I hope you're all right. Like I say, I haven't been on here for a little while, but I'm coming back today with a banger. An absolute banger. I'm also actually going to go live on Instagram as well, so I'm just going to press that above. So if you are watching me live, just let me know as soon as I can get... there's the comments. Yay, I can see the comments. It took a little while. So I can see you all now. So who have we got on? We've got Vicky. Woohoo! Hello, Vicky. I'm so happy to be back on here. It's been ages. We've got Jessica. Hello, Jessica. You're new in the group, aren't you? Emma, I've just seen you, Emma, on boot camp. Paula, if you're watching me live on Instagram, I'd just like to say hello. You have got a sneak preview into my private groups training for today. So drop some comments if you're on Instagram. Right, so today we are going to be talking about how to get your summer body. And I hate calling it a summer body because, well, this body's not just for summer, is it? We want this body to last forever. So that's the sort of vibe that we're going to go with today. It's not a quick fix type of thing. For people who don't know me, I'm just going to introduce myself a little bit because I've just noticed, Jessica, you're new, you've not seen me before, so I'm going to introduce myself. So my name is Daisy. I am a PT and an online coach, and I used to be a serial yo-yo dieter, and now I help women overcome yo-yo dieting and actually get sustainable fat loss. Sustainable, that's the word, sustainable. I used to have no consistency at all with my food. My body weight fluctuated massively. I was overweight, then I was normal weight, then I was underweight, then it was terrible. And I was unhappy, and I was tired, and I never had any energy. That was my life for a long, long time. Tried all the fad diets, tried everything, and nothing worked, nothing stuck. But that's just because I wasn't doing anything that was sustainable and nothing that I could actually keep up for the long run. So that's a quick, brief overview of who I am and where I came from, my story. And now I dedicate my life to helping you lot overcome yo-yo diet as well. So we're going to talk about achieving your summer body. But this summer body's going to last. And if you've got a pen and paper, that's mint. Take some notes, because this stuff really does work. And if you can address the points that I'm going to run through, then it's going to make a massive difference for you. And if you're watching on Instagram as well, pen and paper, make some notes, because this stuff really does make a massive difference. Vicky, what's different? You look different. Do I look different? I've got a tan. And my ear's not orange anymore, so I don't know if that's it. That might be it. And hello, James, tuning in live from Fuerteventura on Instagram. So, the first thing when it comes to fat loss, right, the first thing we need to do on this summer body mission is you need to address where you are currently at and be realistic. Like, where are you currently at? What is the, and I hate this word, problem? What needs to change? So, are you overweight and unhappy with the weight? Do you feel stuck in a rut? Like, whereabouts are you right now in this present moment? Where are you? Now, if you're tuning in, you can let me know in the comments on Instagram as well, and let me know in the comments in the private Facebook group. But where do you feel at the minute? Like, where do you feel that you are? Do you feel stuck? Do you feel that you're trying everything and nothing works? Are you frustrated? Are you pissed off? Is it doing your head in? Where do you feel that you are at this present moment when it comes to your, and I'm going to do this, summer body? I hate saying it, but We all say it. So summer body, where do you feel like you are? So first of all, we need to address that. Address where you actually are. Now, when you've had to think about where you actually are, where would you like to be? That's the next thing. Where would you like to be? And if you're watching on Instagram, where would you like to be? Where would you like to be? So think about, Vicky, oh yes, the hair, you look amazing anyway. Oh, thank you. Trying hard but enjoy chocolate too much. You can still have chocolate and have a summer body. You can still have it and have a summer body. I'm telling you now, you can. But where do you want to be? So for you, what do you desire? Is it, and I hate this, but I'm going to do it, I'm going to say it. Is it a certain weight on the scales? If it is, right, if it is a certain weight on the scales, please use other forms of measurement and not just the scales. Please don't just use the scales, because the scales aren't always our friend. Other forms of measurement, please. If your goal is solely to lose, body fat, don't just use the scales, because it can be very disheartening when you see them fluctuating, and they're going to fluctuate, and that's normal. So try and use other forms of measurements as well. Pictures, how you feel in your clothes, that sort of stuff, because that's really, really important. Not just that number on that scale. That is not really that important. Jess, committed at the moment, has been on a 14-day kickstart. Brilliant. 14-day kickstart, like that. How far into your kickstart are you? Lindsay's here. Hello, Lindsay. Motivation, kick up the arse, keep doing consistency. Consistency is a key word, and I'm going to say that at some point in this live. I can guarantee it, because it's my favourite word. So think about where you want to be and get clear on where you'd like to be, and what's that going to bring to your life when you get there. Are you wanting to be more confident, comfortable in your skin? Have you got a holiday planned and you're like, do you know what, I'd love to fit in that bikini that I've bought and feel confident and feel sexy on the beach, or around the pool, or wherever or whatever that you're going to be doing this summer and want that summer body for. So think about where you are, where you want to be, right? That's what I want to think about initially. We've got where we are, where we want to be. Now, the third thing we need to do now, I just want to get back to pre-baby weight / energy. Really ain't wanting the faff of buying new clothes. And then we've got Jess. So I've finished 2 weeks and now I'm a lot more knowledge. I've tracked calories. Oh, I have no idea what I am eating. Yeah, if tracking calories works for you, you track calories. I did it for a long time. I don't do it as much now, but it's a very good way to stay on track. So it's very, very good. Right then, so number three. I lost my train of thought then. That's just typical Daisy. Now we need to bridge the gap. So where we're at, where we want to be, we need to create the bridge. This little bridge in the middle that we can cross to get to the other side. We need to get from where we're at to where we want to be. Now, everybody's journey is going to be different. It depends what your goal is, what you really want to achieve. It depends on your lifestyle, your current habit. It depends on a lot of things. But we need to figure out how to bridge the gap between where we are and where we want to be. Now, I'm going to give you some tips on how to bridge your gap. I'm going to give you some tips on how to bridge this gap. First of all, small changes. And I bang on about this a lot, and I bang on about all this a lot, but that's because all of this stuff is what's helped me go from Daisy the yo-yo dieter, who had zero control over her eating habits, to full control, happy in my skin, confident, full of energy, and, all around happy with how I look. It's not always been that way. Do I have bad days? Oh, yes, I have bad days. Some days I look in the mirror and think, Jesus Christ, we're going to have them. I'm not saying life is perfect and I look at myself every day and think, you are amazing. No, but what I'm saying is I do not go through that yo-yo dieting cycle anymore. And you can get out of it too if you're stuck in it. But small changes are so important, because if you think about it, if you think, right, my nutrition's crap, I'm not exercising, my mindset's off, and this is not good. If you try and change everything, like, right, brand new eating regime, I'm going to eat everything different, I'm going to exercise 5 times a week, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. If you're biting off a little bit more than you can chew, then you're probably not going to chew it all. And you're probably going to think, do you know what, I'll spit that out, it's too much. Yeah? And I know sometimes we want to do it all, because I am that kind of person as well, especially when it comes to business. I have an idea and then I have 10 ideas. I try and do them all at once, and you never really finish one then, do you? It's that sort of same concept to a certain extent. So my advice is to change things a little bit at a time. Now, you might not notice these changes, but that's a good thing, because when you notice it, it sometimes feels a lot harder to stick to for a long period of time. Whereas if you're tweaking small things at a time, you're not really going to notice it, so it's going to be easy to do. And if it's easy, Lindsay, are you ready for this word? It's going to be a bit more consistent for you, because you're not having to think about it, you're just doing it. Hello, if you're on Instagram, you've got a sneak preview into my private Facebook group. So hello, if you are joining in on here, I'm not ignoring you. So make sure you change just a little thing at a time. So if you think my nutrition is piss poor, excuse my language, but if that's what you think, your nutrition is awful, then what small tweaks can you make that aren't going to be that hard to stick to, that you know that you can do consistently? Because if you can change a few things and do them consistently, nutrition's being changed. It's all good. It'll keep improving, but let's start small. Same with exercise. If you're doing naff all and you spend a lot of time sitting on your backside at the minute, don't try and run a marathon and, try and do 5 days a week at the gym. Think, right, what can I realistically do with my busy schedule? Right, I can go to the gym twice a week. I'm committed twice a week. It's in my diary. I'm going to do it. You don't even have to go to the gym. Do what you enjoy. I've started roller skating. You probably all know about it. I'm banging on about it all the time. I love it. But I go roller skating at least once a week for 4 hours. That's like cardio. It's brilliant. It's fun. But that helps me get a bit more exercise in. But I don't feel like it's exercise, even though it is. So think about things that you can do, small changes that you can add into your life or take out of your life, small things you can remove that aren't going to really be that much of a big impact, but they'll make big difference. So that's the first thing. So if you're watching this now and you have got a pen and paper, like a good little student, and you've wrote a couple of things down, I want you after this to brainstorm what small things can I change? What small things can I change? And these small things will add up, and I promise you, make a massive difference. So another thing as well is, we all know what to do, don't we? With sort of our food, we know how to eat better. Yeah, we know how to move more. Like, we're well aware of what's classed as healthy or unhealthy, or we all sort of know that. But what we really need to think about, and this is really important, so if you are taking notes, please write this in capitals, because this is very important. You need to think about, what are your roadblocks? What are your excuses? What are your habits that hold you back? Where is the blockage? Because we've all tried to lose weight before, right? What, and I hate this phrase, but I say it because we all resonate, what knocks you off the wagon? What is it that knocks you off the wagon? Because if you've tried to go through this dieting cycle time and time again, which I'd done too, there was always something, like a trigger, a habit, a belief about something, an excuse that stopped me from carrying on. So think about that for a minute, because that's the thing that you need to address. It's not the fact that your diet's not perfect, because you know how to eat healthily or well, or whatever word you want to put there. It's not that you don't know how to exercise, because we all know how to walk. We know how to do. You might not know how to go in a gym and use the equipment, but you do know how to do something that makes you active and makes you move. So really, what is the blockage? Because it's not nutrition and exercise per se. It's something else. Maybe in here, the mindset that holds us back. So really do think about that. And you probably now sat there thinking, actually, yeah, it's this, it's that, it's this excuse. I don't have time. I haven't got this. So think about the things that are coming up for you, because this is the shit that is important. Very important. And this is the stuff that I spend most of my time working on with clients, is this. So please think about that one. Write it down. It's very important that you do that one. So, like I say, think back to your previous attempts at losing weight or achieving this, whatever goal it is, and start there. Because at the end of the day, and I love this saying, but for things to change, you have to change. It's as simple as that. And I know it can be hard, and I know it can be uncomfortable. And, you know, sometimes you think, oh, I can't be. But if you can't be bothered with it, obviously the goal that you've got is not compelling enough. So have a look into your goals. But on the other side of this uncomfortable feeling and of this hardship is freedom, happiness, new levels of happiness. You'll find confidence. You'll find a different side of yourself that you never knew you had before. But you have to change something. Like I say, you don't have to change your whole life right now, but you do have to make a few small changes that you can do sustainably and consistently for a long period of time. And then they become normal, they become habits. Then you can change something else. And that's how you go from being where you are to where you want to be. Now, am I saying that this is going to happen in 8 weeks? Definitely not. Am I saying it's going to happen in 12 weeks? Definitely not. It could take a very long time. I know it took me, I want to say, it definitely took me over a year to get out of my binge, restrict, yo-yo dieting cycle. Definitely well over a year. I'd probably push more towards 18 months. It was a long slog, and you know, I did regress sometimes. I did fall off the wagon now and again, but it's the small changes done consistently that completely changed my behaviors, my life, my habits, and you know, made me the person I am today. So I do really suggest that you think about the small little things that you can change and do them consistently and stick to them changes, even if they're uncomfortable, even if it feels a little bit hard. You know, everything worth having is not always easy, but you can do it. You can change a few things. Now, just on a side note to that as well, this does not have to be unlimited suffering. People always think, oh, but it's hard losing weight. You know, I have to do this and I have to restrict that and I can't go out and I can't have a drink and I can't, and focus on all the things you can't do. When in reality, you can do a lot of these things. It's about moderation. I know people don't like the word balance, but it is about having a somewhat of a balance. You know, I still go out and drink. Do I do it every weekend? No. Am I going out on Sunday and drinking? Yes, I am. I'm going out with my girls. I've not been out with them for a long time, but it will not happen for probably a few months. So I'm not saying you can't have a drink. Yes, you can, but are you doing it every night? Are you doing it every weekend and going out on smash and then eating loads of food? It just depends sort of where you're currently at, but you don't have to cut everything out. So don't think that it has to be this horrible 8 weeks of suffering to get a bikini bod. It doesn't. It has to be a lifestyle change. It might be a bit challenging. It's not going to be super challenging. It might be a bit challenging, but you can do it. Just a few changes to your lifestyle. Be committed to sticking to them, and you'll be a totally different person. But it might take a little bit of time. But who would rather have, and let me know in the comments, would you rather have fat loss tomorrow, right? But you can only have it for a week, right? Would you rather have like the body you want tomorrow, your dream body tomorrow, you only have it for 1 week, that's all you can have it for, and then it's gone, right? Or, this is option B, would you rather have to do 6 months of steady but easy, you know, you can do it, but after that 6 months, you've got to a place where you think, do you know what, I'm really happy with myself, my mindset's in a good place, my body, I'm happy with my body, and you're making progress, and you can sustain it, and you can keep it. What would you pick, A or B? Just out of curiosity. There's no right and wrong, and I'm not here to judge. Say what you want. But I know personally what I would choose. Everybody's different. If it's A, I'm afraid there's nothing that just clips your fingers and makes it happen. And if anything does make you have rapid weight loss that is very quick, maybe not like tomorrow, but you know, a month or 2 months or what have you, normally these are the things that aren't sustainable, and you do end up going back to where you were, or in my case a lot of the time worse than what I were before. I always went back to way worse than what I were when I started this fad. But yeah, we've got all the B's, all the B's. That's what I like to see. B, 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 B. Yeah, yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad you're all saying that. I wouldn't have judged you for saying A, but I'm glad you're all saying B. But if that's the case, you've got it's the easier option to take B, but we have to stay committed and we have to stay consistent. Two C's, the two C's, consistent and committed. And do you know what? If you do have a bad day or a bad week, it's fine. Draw a line in the sand, continue the next day, the next week, whatever, if it's a Sunday, tomorrow's a new week and all that, and just crack on. And you know what? If it's the scales that normally knock you off, because I've had many clients, and if any clients are watching or do watch this, and I've banned them from using scales because seeing that fluctuation can mean them wanting to sack it off or just have a binge or whatever it might be. And if you're watching this and thinking that's like me, that sack them scales right off because they're not helping you whatsoever. Just stay committed to the small changes and you'll see the results. Sack the scales off if they do affect you. If not, keep going. But if they do, I advise not to be on them at all. I'm trying to look at some of your comments. So Lindsay, probably boredom after three. Does that mean 3 to 4? Oh, 3 to 4 weeks. I'm guessing not 3 and a quarter. 3/4 of a week. 3-4 weeks and seeing no real results. So the thing is with that is one of them. Again, it comes back to being consistent with what you are doing. It depends what goal you've got as well. For example, if my goal is like building muscle, let's say, then if I was not where I wanted to be after 3-4 weeks, well, I'm probably not going to be where I want to be. For me, it's like a lifelong goal. That I keep pushing. Then the goalpost moves slightly, and you keep going. So it does depend what your goal is. But if after 3-4 weeks you're not seeing the results, and you stop, then you're not going to see the results. Whereas if you just carry on going and push through it and keep moving forwards, it's like that. There's a saying where people say, oh, it's going to take too much time to get to my goal. It's going to take too much time. But then my back chat to that is time's going to pass anyway. Time's going to pass anyway. So we can either make small sustainable changes and keep up with them. And, in a year's time, we'll definitely be where we want to be. Or we can do the 3 to 4 weeks or whatever it might be and think that sacking it off, can't be arsed. And then this year, that year is going to pass anyway, and you're still not going to be any closer to where you want to be because you keep sacking it off. Does that make sense? That's my vision of it anyway. Vicky, I'm the kind of person that's walking down the road looking behind to see if I've lost any weight. Oh, that made me laugh. That made me chuckle. Oh, what are you like? But we do have to stay committed and we do have to be patient. And as long as I hate calling it ticking the boxes, but I do call it ticking the boxes. As long as you're ticking the boxes, you're like, right, I've got my water in, I've been for a walk, I've done this, I've done that. And as long as you've done the things, the necessaries, you're all good. You are going to get there. You are. We are sacking it off and throwing the towel in before we've even given our bodies chance to go and flourish and keep moving. And it's the little things that knock us off that don't even need to be knocking us off. It's the little things. It's all mindset. It really is. Like, I believe that it's like 10% diet, 10% exercise, 80% mindset. Like, it's massive. Mindset is massive. All right, maybe not 80%, but you get my gist. I believe that mindset is a massive part of fat loss, weight loss, any goal is mindset, any goal. Hello, if you're watching on Instagram, by the way, I've just seen someone put some love hearts on. Thank you for that. I don't know who you are. Let yourself be known. Lindsay, yeah, that's been happening with me for the past year. I'm far too impatient. You need to change your mindset a little bit around this impatience type of thing. You need to reframe how you're looking at this, because this is a long-term game, and I'm telling you, you'll feel so much better for being on. It doesn't have to be something that's killing you off and that you feel, oh, this is awful. If it's awful, then you need to be changing what you're doing. It needs to be pleasant. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying like going to gym's dead pleasant. It's John. Hello, John. I thought it might be. Yeah, I'm not saying going to the gym is always pleasant. I trained this morning, trained legs. I trained with someone I've not trained before. It hurt. It were unpleasant, actually. It were unpleasant. However, the feeling afterwards is very pleasant because I know I've done what I need to do. So, takeaway tips. Address where you are. Address where you want to be. bridge the gap, what needs to be done in this gap, but really think about what knocks you off normally. What in the past, all these times you've tried to diet, get your summer body, what knocks you off? Address that. Address that. I'm not saying forget about the diet and forget about the exercise. Obviously, that's very important. But this roadblock, this thing, this is the main issue, and this needs to be addressed. Because if you can address it and sort of overcome it, then it'll be so much easier for you to do the necessary things that you need to do. So I hope that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. Did that make sense to everybody? We're all thinking, do you know what? That makes a bit of sense, that. And maybe I'm starting from the wrong thing. Maybe I'm starting at the diet and exercise all the time. Diet and exercise all the time when I should be thinking about maybe the roadblocks that knock me off. I'm like I say, I'm not saying, oh, neglect exercise, or neglect your diet. I'm not saying that. Before anyone thinks I am, I'm not. These things need to be addressed, small changes in these areas, of course, but make an effort to address the roadblock, because that is the thing that will be holding you back massively. Now, before I leave, I'm getting some absolutes. This makes sense. Great. I'm glad it does. Before I leave, I know some of you are already actually on this and you're already part of this. I know, Paulette, you've got access to this as well because you're a one-to-one client with me. But I have a package that is pretty new called Daisy on Demand, and it actually covers mindset, a lot of mindset. Every month we get a monthly mindset module. And I'm also delivering some live workouts to your homes through this as well. It comes with support from me. It comes with recipes. It comes with everything that you need to lose weight, keep it off, and strengthen your mindset. Because that didn't used to be included in it. I've actually put that in now because I thought that it had a massive part missing. And I thought, you know what? I need to change it up. So I have. There's a members area as well where you actually get your own login and you can access all of this stuff in there. Now, I run challenges in there every month as well. We have like mindset challenges, step challenges, exercise challenges. They're going to be a different one every month, and there's some competitions that I'm going to start running in there as well. If you want a kickstart to summer and you're thinking, do you know what? I want a little bit of support. It's not one-to-one. It's a group thing. You get a monthly coaching call as a group as well. We talk through mindset and go through everything on a more of a personal basis than through this group. That is available. Daisy on Demand is available. Now, I've put the price at a stonking £33 a month. £33 a month. So if anybody wants to join it, the offer is on for £33. Now, it is from £33. You have to be committed to the plan for 6 months to get it at £33. But if you would like to join and come along for the ride and have some help with your mindset, have your hand held a little bit over the summer months, work out with me, because I'll be doing them live, maybe in my garden if my mum lets me, but I'm a bit lad, so she might not let me go in garden. Some help with the mindset, some coaching calls all included, some challenges for each month, and just to give yourself a good kickstart into summer and throughout summer, then let me know in the comments. I will put the link for it, and you can look through what it entails. You can look through some testimonials and some previous results from it. You can see exactly what's included because there's some other bits that I've not mentioned. And if you want to join, you're more than welcome to come on board and join the rest of us in there. I know that some of you are in there because I've seen Emma's name pop up. Join the rest of us in there throughout the summer on the live calls and the challenges and the workouts and everything in between, and the nutrition because that's included as well. So if that sounds good to you and you want to know more, just let me know in the comments. I'll message you with the link so you can have a look. I will also tag it in this group video. If you're watching on Instagram, then I will put the link somewhere so that you can have a little look if you want to have a look. Thank you, John. Great deal. It is. But guess what? This information should be accessible for everybody. So that's why we've got this package, because I reckon everyone should have access to stuff like this. So I will love you and leave you all. I am so glad to be back. I'm so glad to be back live in this beautiful group. If you've got ladies, if you've got friends who you think, do you know what, my mates would really benefit from being in this group, then give them an ad. Add them into the group. I'll accept them in. I will be coming in here more often now. Probably every week again with different topics. So if there's anything that you want me to cover, anything you want a bit more information on, a bit more knowledge on, a bit more support with, let me know and I will whip up a session on that for you all. Hello to the new members. Thank you for joining. Thank you to the older members that have been here longer. Thank you for coming back on. Vicky, Paulette, Lindsay, and I will be seeing you all soon with some more amazing content so I can help as many of you as possible achieve your body goals and have an amazing summertime summer body style. But we're going to keep it afterwards as well, aren't we? So have a lovely evening, everyone. Thank you for joining me in the group. Thank you for joining me live on Instagram, and I'll be back very, very soon. Bye, everybody.